guys, we're getting straight into it with my bare face, and first of all we're going to be priming it, and I'm going to be using the Too Faced Peach Cooling Matte Primer just all over my face, but more in the centre of my face. And then I'm going to be taking this collection, it's like a liquid illuminator in the shade Golden, and it's like a pen, and I'm just using this to put on like the high points of my face before we put our foundation on. At first I swatched this and I was like, oh no, this doesn't look very good. And then I came upstairs to my filming room and I looked at my hand and I was like, wow, this is really nice. So then I went back downstairs and got it again, and then I used it, and it is really, really nice. It's subtle, but nice. Then for foundation, I thought I would try a drugstore one today, so I'm going in with the Rimmel Lasting 25-hour finish or something. They sent me 3 shades, so I'm just swatching them here on my neck to see which one is best, and I decided to go for the far right, which is actually called Bronze, which I wouldn't call this bronze, but hey, apparently that's my shade. So 402 Bronze is what we went for. I love that it has like this doe foot applicator. I really enjoyed that a lot. I mean, it's not the most hygienic because if you've got like spots, obviously you're just going over them, but I really liked it. It was really, really quick and easy, and it was just quite fun to do. So I've just put it all over my face, and then I used my damp beauty blender to blend it in. As you can see, it's a really good match to my neck. Like, it matches my neck absolutely perfectly, so that was really good. And it blended out really nicely, and I really liked the finish of it. It was kind of, wasn't matte, wasn't dewy, kind of just natural finish, I would say. But yeah, really, really nice. Then to contour, I actually took this NIP+FAB foundation. This is in the shade 45. I just dotted around my cheekbones, my forehead, and did some lines under my chin. And then again, I used my damp beauty blender to blend this in. This worked super well. I really, really liked how this came out. Because it's also a foundation, it just blended really well into the foundation to give us a really nice, natural, contoured and bronzy look. You know me, I prefer a more bronzy contour rather than like a grey toned contour, because I'm using it more just to bronze out my face. Obviously it does add definition back into your face because you're using it in the contour areas, as you can see here. Like, look at my cheekbones, just popped right out. Hello! But it still makes me look nice and bronzy, which is what I like. Then obviously just go ham and just blend it under your chin. Then I'm taking the Kylie Cosmetics concealer in Maple. I did a like mini review on this in my last makeup tutorial, and yeah, if you didn't watch that, basically I do really like it, but if you live in the UK, it's totally not worth buying. But if you live in the US, I would definitely recommend purchasing it because I do think it is really, really nice. It's got like a really nice illuminated kind of finish to it, so it makes you look kind of not dewy, but just like glowy. I don't know how to explain that, but it's really nice. So underneath my eyes, in between my eyebrows, my nose, and don't forget your chin strap. And then I'm just going to blend that out again with my damp beauty blender. I kind of went off the beauty blender for a while. I don't know why, I just did, and now I literally just can't get enough of it. I use it every single day again. I'm back on it. You know, when you just do that, you go off stuff and then you go back on, I don't know. Anyway, I also blended this over my eyelids as well to act as a base on our lids, just to get rid of any colour we have on them. And you can see it just blends out really nicely and just gives us like a really nice, fresh, illuminated glow to our under eyes. So yeah, I do really like it. And then to set everything in place, I'm going to be taking, it's not really new because I have the powders already, but it's a new way of displaying them maybe. So it's the RODIAL, it's called the Icons collection, and it's basically a collection of all of their, well not all of their, but some of their powders, and you guys know how I feel about their powders are bomb. So I'm taking this one which is translucent and this one which is banana. I think the exposure was a bit high on my camera so you couldn't really see it, and I'm taking them on this insane brush. Look at this brush, it's like a mermaid, like, can we just, it's amazing. I got a set of 4 of these are from Unicorn Cosmetics. I will leave the link to them down below because so many of you, when I showed them on my Insta stories, wanted the link, so I'll leave it down below for you because they're really nice. Then I'm taking this Charlotte Tilbury FILMSTAR Bronze and Blush Glow, and it came with this really cute little brush, which I don't usually use the brushes it came with, but this felt really nice, and it was. And this whole palette, I'm obsessed. It was so nice. The bronzer is bronze, but it did have a slight cool undertone to it, so it did provide a really good contour, but the perfect cool amount for me, like not too much, but it's there. And if, I don't think there's any guys watching this, but girls, if you want something to ask your guys to get you for Valentine's Day, then ask them for this, because to me this is such a cute packaging. Like, just packaging is amazing, and the product inside is really good as well. So I decided to use the blush as well. I'm not really a blush person, but I thought, why not? And it's really pretty. It's got like a glow to it, so it made my face and my cheeks look really fresh and illuminated, which you know I'm all about. Like, can you see? Like, it just looks, it's just so nice, and I love the brush that it comes with as well, which is rare, I think, you know. Then going back into that RODIAL palette, I'm taking the highlight shade, and I was really blown away by this. I didn't think I was going to like it that much, but look, it's, oh, the camera went out of focus because it was so blinding. It's so pretty. It's like a real champagne-y gold. Look at it, it's so nice. So I'm really, this is another thing, if you want this palette for Valentine's Day, I would suggest this one as well. Because like then they feel like they're getting you a good present because it's kind of bigger. So yeah, definitely. Then I'm just taking my PIXI Glow Mist, which is my favourite spray at the moment. I'm just spraying my face with it. And then we're moving on to the eyebrows. I'm taking my Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade number 4 to brush through them, just to make sure there's no powder sitting in them, and it also just darkens them up and lets me see my natural shape a bit better. And then I'm actually moved on to the Anastasia Brow Powder in Ebony recently. I'm just really liking the powder. So I just used that on my Anastasia number 12 brush to just define underneath my brows and brush through them, and you know the drill, just do your brows. By the way, this is my new setup in my studio, but it's not done because obviously you can see the background's very dark, but it's because I've ordered some new lights and they're not here yet, but I thought I can't wait for them to arrive, so I'm just going to film anyway. So I'm going to try and brighten up the whole back part, even though I know it's blurry and you can't really see it. I just think it would look nicer if it was a bit brighter behind there, so hopefully the new lights will help. Anyway, moving on, I'm taking the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, and I'm just taking the shade Eden. This is the only shade I'm using in here. I just wanted like a really natural, like almost skin colour, but more peachy pink colour to just brush over pretty much my whole eyelid, because we're going to be putting like this glitter stuff on my eyes, but I wanted to make sure it had a bit of a base. I'm just zooming you in so you can see. So you can see it's super natural, but it is there. And it's just a really nice pretty shade, and I wanted, as I said, a base for the glitter to go on top of, you know, so it had some kind of colour as well. So I just buffed it all over and a little bit underneath, like so. Then I go in with this Too Faced Glitter Pop. This is in Yes Way Rosé. Yes Way Rosé. And this is actually a peel-off glitter liner. I'm not really into glitter liner. It's not really my jam. So I thought I'm just going to put it all over my eyelid because I really like the colour of it, and I tested it on my hands and it was fine. So it comes obviously in an eyeliner pen, but I literally just drew it all over my eye, and it's so pretty. And you know what else? It does peel off, because once I had worn it and when I came to take it off, I literally could just peel off the whole lid. It was kind of mind-blowing. Like, it literally just came off, so it wasn't messy. Like, I didn't smudge it all over my face. It just literally like peeled off my eye. It's freaking bomb. So then I go in with the Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. This stuff's been everywhere. Like, it's the brand new mascara from Benefit. I love the packaging. It's like a rubber matte black with like studs on the top, which is freaking bomb. When I saw the brush, I wasn't keen. I don't really like brushes like this. I prefer kind of fat, bristly brushes rather than plastic kind of thin brushes. It's super black, and it definitely thickened my lashes, but for me, I found that made them look a little bit spidery and a bit clumpy. Like, you can see like that. The right eye is kind of good. The left eye just is all messed up, but the right eye good. So I think if you like really like heavy, thick mascaras, you're gonna love it. So then I went in with my unicorn lashes. These are called Cherry Top, and I did cut quite a fair bit off, so they just went on the edges of my eyes. And then I just tight lined with my Charlotte Tilbury Rock and Cold in Brown Black, just to make sure the lashes blended. And I also went back in with some of that Eden shade underneath, just to smudge in a tiny bit of the liner on the outer corner. And then I took the shade Desert Sand from the same palette, just to highlight my brow bone, just to make sure it popped, you know. For some reason, I think the sun came out. Can you see how it suddenly got brighter? So the exposure went really high. So I'm obviously, you know, when you feel in a new space, it's like you have to get used to stuff that happens. So it's quite overexposed right now, but I do turn it down in a second. I'm lining my lips with the Gerard Cosmetics lip liner in Red Brick Road. Pretty much any kind of deeper red would do. This is the first one I found that I like. Gerard Cosmetics lip liners are really creamy. And then I wanted to use this Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution. This is the new shade in Opium Noir. I love the name of that, and look at it, it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so nice. So yeah, I went in with this, and it's such a beautiful shade. I don't really know how to explain it. Obviously it's like a red, but it's kind of a burgundy red maybe. Peanuts barking. But yeah, it's beautiful. And they're matte, these Matte Revolution lipsticks are such a nice formula because they are matte, but they don't particularly feel matte. They're still really, really creamy and hydrating. So they're super, super nice. So once you've done that, that is the finished makeup look. I did then decide to curl my hair, which I kind of wish now I'd filmed because I put a picture up and you guys loved it. So let me know in the comments down below, or just give this video a thumbs up right now if you want me to film how I did my hair like this. But that is everything for this video, so I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!